Good morning, everybody. What's going on? What is? No, Rec is here. I'm missing a picture. This one's clear. No, for some weird reason, it's not clear. Really weird. Weird one. That would have been clear. That again. I guess we'll get to start talk about the studio. That PlayStation acquired. I put my headphones on. What are we doing? Stretch the full. I just want to have a video. Now the studio they acquired is more on a technical side. It's like they're a helper. They're helper, but they're a helper on like ports and shit. So we're gonna talk about that. Rec, what's going on? Shit.
What's up, man? I'm just posted trying to beat this damn plague before the PS5 version comes out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm still here listening though, so
that's all right. Here's the new picture. This one's official, but I had to fix it or whatever. This is their picture. I expect them to do this a lot. They're gonna use the same format. They're gonna add a game where it needs to be added. Me and True, what are you talking about? Like we got off air. We were talking about this, about the prospect of how many studios would they get. The pattern of them not buying a lot of studios. As you know, last gen they only picked up Insomniac. They didn't pick up anybody else. And then the PS3 generation, they picked up Media Molecule and Sucker Punch, and maybe like one other. PlayStation doesn't buy a lot of studios. But we're gonna dive into all of that. There's actually some other red alerts too. Grand Theft Auto has a major red alert here. There was an acquisition today by Take-Two, and I do believe that acquisition is gonna greatly favor Grand Theft Auto 6. So I definitely want to talk about that. Again, I didn't see this one coming. Obviously, we all saw Bluepoint coming, but I think they might. If they don't confirm Bluepoint tomorrow, it's gonna be next week. But obviously, the graphic was made, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. Again, this team is good with ports. Bluepoint's a little bit different. They're good with remasters, remakes. There are people saying, "Hey, they brought this to do ports for PC." I could see that because they're really not known for anything outside of other people's games. And when I mean that, I do not mean like PlayStation exclusives like Bluepoint. Bluepoint is known more for porting, remastering PlayStation exclusives. This team, however, they're known for more. Let me see, more multi-platform games. Right, so that's what we're gonna do there. I just want to get a little research. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Let me get the list of games that they do. Games list. That. Wow, that's extensive. I'm seeing a recurring pattern of them working with Square Enix a lot. And that would be all the Tomb Raider games. Every last one of them. Tomb Raider Underworld. Tomb Raider The Temple of Horus. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Avengers. Avengers Beta. Hitman. Another Hitman. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Legacy of Kain. Blood Omen. Deoxys Revolution, which I believe Square Enix produced that one, if not mistaken. Yeah, I guess in a way we can say that they picked up a pretty important asset to Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics, which is what popped up and the people also searched for. Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal. This is a very, it's a weird acquisition, but it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's we'll get started with all the red alerts. Ah, fuck. No, it's hot out there, but it's cold in here because the air is blasting. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. We'll get started with one not related to PlayStation. Ninja Theory, the people that made Hellblade 1, they are looking for a senior character rigger to create exceptional quality character rigs that will help bring our character vision to life. So, as we said before, the trailer that you saw of Hellblade 2 wasn't real. None of it was real because the Unreal Engine 5 wasn't handed out to anybody at that time. It wasn't even known about. So whatever you saw is not what it's gonna look like at all when the game comes out. Whenever it comes out. The way that they're staffing up, obviously for this game, or any game, it means this shit is very, very, very far away. Very far away. 3 years max. Not coming out next year. Again, there are a lot of games that were shown last year, and if they were shown with cinematics, we understand the game development cycles are 3 to 4 years, maybe more. Those games were shown with cinematics, they're at least 2-3 years away. 4 years max. Same shit could be said for the games that were shown this year. If they weren't already in development, like Redfall, the vampire game by Bethesda. But other than that, yeah, it's really, really in. It's really, really interesting that they have not started on Hellblade enough to show us anything else. So they showed us a fake CGI trailer in which the game won't look like. Now they're afraid to show us anything else related to the game because, of course, it won't look anything like the CGI trailer that they used in order to hype up the game, knowing that the game wouldn't look like that, and then had Xbox fans running around the internet claiming that was gameplay, claiming that that was in-game. If you didn't have an engine then, and now you have an engine, and you didn't even start on development, you're still staffing up, you're still going out there taking pictures of scenery and shit for your game, that means everything you did to promote your game was bullshit. All of it was a lie. Like, this is my problem with Xbox game studios. Like, if they hype you up on some shit, bro, you need to question everything. Especially if they're not showing gameplay and showing cinematics. You need to just wait until they're ready to really talk. It looks like House Marquee finally got a blue check mark. I don't think I remember them having a blue check mark before on Twitter. Finally got a blue check mark. They have also posted something too. Oh shit. They're staffing up. House Marquee, we're hiring lead designer, lead environment artist, QA lead, and senior talent acquisition specialist wanted. Check out the specs and apply via our career page. They are really staffing up. Got a little preview image of the studio. It looks pretty nice. I didn't know they had a studio. I know they're small. Or they were small. Not small anymore. Now they got the backing of PlayStation. It's a pretty big studio. Seeing a group image. That's a pretty big that's a shitload of people right there. Huh. Okay. Ain't that small. Roughly about a good a nice good maybe about 30 people in this image right here. Probably some more couldn't fit in there. But yeah, they're definitely staffed up. Last time I heard, I think they were around 80, or they were reaching 80 or something like that. But that's the number I had last, which was 80. Let me talk to you guys real quick. Oh, we just got a super chat. The super chat was what I just fucking talked about. Big shout out to my boy Frostbite, always with the red alerts. House Marquee already starting to beef up. Look at their Twitter. 2 acquisitions done. 2 more to go. Blue Point, exactly. Again, me and True, what he was talking about is, I was like, okay, the pattern shows that PlayStation doesn't acquire at least more than 2 or 3 a generation. They might go beyond this in the span of a month or so. Like, so within this month of July now, basically, because yesterday was the last day of June, and then second to the last day of June was the day before when we got the acquisition for House Marquee. It seems like this, around this area, is where they're going to drop all their acquisitions, lead us into the July event. One thing I can say, I did see. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a peek into some of this stuff, so just bear with me. Let me share the screen. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna share the screen. Let me give you a peek into the red alerts over here on the PlayStation Legion Discord. If you are so lucky to be a part of it, it is really a fun experience. And here we go. This is the one I shared with the Legion, and I had saw this image. This was on like the Latino PlayStation, the official Latino PlayStation. And one thing I found really interesting was that they used the white layout that we haven't saw since last year's PlayStation 5 event, where, you know, they revealed what the PS5 was going to look like, and it had the whole white setup. So what they're showing off here, they're showing off that same design, which, you know, basically pointing to there are going to be some of these games that are coming out. Some we don't know. Some are going to have to definitely get some new gameplay. Probably be shown at a State of Play style July event or something like that. This is what's really interesting. We haven't heard from Little Devil Inside in forever, and they're confirming that Little Devil Inside is a July game. Yep, they're confirming that Little Devil Inside is a July game. So that's interesting, because we haven't heard about Little Devil Inside. It's very interesting in the game. We saw it shown off last year during the PlayStation 5 reveal. But again, Little Devil Inside looks like it's gonna come out this month in July. The scheme for this list is very interesting. Again, haven't used this scheme since they were talking about the PS5 last year, when they dropped a shitload of news, a lot of gameplay. It seems like we're going to definitely get a lot more shit in the month of July. If you thought that, okay, you know, PlayStation's quiet in June, they're supposed to be quiet in June. It was everybody else's chance to talk and show off what they're going to do in the future, and now it's PlayStation's time. So that's what we got right there. If you wanted to get the information as far as what Frostbite had posted, this is the official tweet, 18 minutes old now, and they're saying they're hiring. They're hiring for lead positions, senior positions. They're whatever, like, they want the best. They are hiring for the best. It has already been confirmed that they're working on their next project. And I had talked to True Woody about this. He didn't know that the people that make Kenna, Ember Labs, they have already staffed up for their follow-up project, which will be a PlayStation exclusive. So it is very interesting. Again, this is the information that I had dropped. This got posted yesterday that Ninja Theory is looking for some people for character riggers. Now look, that's a very specific job posting. That means that you don't have who you need. Also, they're using the cinematic image of the game that didn't have the engine that they're now saying it will use, which has not been in full production yet. So if you need a character rigger for this specific character, which you're bragging about, this is the official Ninja Theory, it only means that you haven't even started with the character animations and shit. Again, Xbox fans used to rely like on any game that they hear because they don't have a lot of games, so they always rely on something. So they were relying on Hellblade. That's not coming out anytime soon. Then they started to rely like on Game Pass. Well, all of the games on Game Pass are pretty much shit or old. And then they started relying on Starfield. Then we found out Starfield isn't coming out until the end of next year and might get pushed back all the way to 2024. If it doesn't come out next year, it's going to be a 2023 titles. And then obviously they stopped relying on Halo a while ago. Now their reliance is solely on Forza Horizon 5. So we'll see how that turns out. Forza Horizon games are fun. It's a car game, open world. It should be good, but that is not going to define their generation. You're not going to define your whole generation. You're not going to win the rest of the generation based off of Forza Horizon. It will get played out. It doesn't get Game of the Years because it's a fucking car game. But you know, that's what we got right here for the Red Alert news that I got. But there's probably other shit that's going on. Let me read off what Benji Sales says, because he's very informative when it comes to the sales aspect of this stuff. So Benji Sales says, Sony has acquired Nixxes Software, who is joining PlayStation Studios. Interestingly, Nixxes isn't a company that has traditionally developed their own games, but instead work on porting to PC. Could be an acquisition to help PlayStation teams get their games running well on PC. Now I could see that, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, that's what's gonna happen." But we already knew that they were trying to put stuff on PC. Talked to Craig, the tech guy, about this. It's not a good look. It will never be a good look. I'm saying it now because I know. So the people that are saying everything's all right, don't worry about it, those will be the same people that when you put too many games on PC, they're going to be like, it's a bad look. But I'm just letting you guys know that I've been saying it for now 2 years now, that it's a bad look to put games on PC. So the individuals that don't have an opinion or feel that it's all right, when they put more games on PC, when it becomes more of a reality that there's like 10 or plus games on PC, and you're like, oh, maybe they should stop. I'm going to remind you that you didn't say they should stop when you had the opportunity to make a change with your voice. So it's all right. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm getting from some PlayStation people. But when it's too many games, I guarantee you those people will say stop. When they dip into day and date, those people will say stop. So you have a chance to say something smart right now. If you don't want to say something smart right now, don't try to take it back later on in the future when shit gets out of hand. That's all I'm saying. So I've been against this from the beginning. I will always be against this. I don't give a fuck about how much money they make. That's not my fucking interest. My interest is this console that's sitting underneath my TV. I care about the great games that are going to be in that system. You brought out a great system, a powerful system, 2 different versions, digital and physical. Your focus should be on that. Why should your focus be on that? Why do I feel that way? Well, because the money that I spent over 20 years on PlayStation is going into making these games. I support these developers, shit like that. The same way. Like, why am I supporting a console if you're going to go make a remastered style game of an original masterpiece on a completely different platform and then promote it as such? I don't think PlayStation fans, if you really are you're forced to look at these type of advertisements, I don't think people feel good about it. That you played let's say Horizon Zero Dawn in 2017, You thought it was just one of the best looking games out there. They never give you a PS5 patch. They enhance the version and basically bring out a remastered game for PC. Yes, it was buggy, but it was still better than what we got on PS4 or PS5. I don't think that makes anybody feel good. Who gives a fuck about how much money they're making on PC? You have a console. The money that they make on PC does not benefit you. The game looking good on PC does not benefit you as a console gamer. So, all I'm saying, I'm not down with this shit. Never have been, never will be. They need to focus on consoles because that's what the fuck I support them for. Hey, again, my stance ain't changing. I don't give a fuck what you say. My stance is not fucking changing. Again, there are a lot of people saying, exactly. Yeah, Quabzilla basically just reiterated what I just said. I'm seeing it right now on Twitter. So yeah, man, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot more of the news is coming out, and again, we're getting the information basically from Herman Hulst, which is the person that put his game on PC, which was Horizon, and he's the person that made the announcement. Nobody knew who Nixes was, pretty much. He made the announcement, he made it known. Now that more people do research into what they do, the information's coming back in, to me, flooding in. Hey, bro, they make PC ports. This is not my information I'm giving to you. This is information I'm getting from the rest of the gaming community and the gaming industry. They make PC ports. So again, if you was ever against day and date, if you was ever against the game's going to PC, you're perfectly fine. But for the people that have not been against it, but are planning to have something to say about them needing to kind of stay away from PC, you don't have that opportunity to change your fucking mind. Because we're in this fucking position now because of people being so relaxed about them flirting around with PC. That's all I'm going to say. So, again, my stance is not going to change, but I know other people's will. So, again, the longer the day goes on, this is probably not the best. Not probably the best of news for console gamers that play on PlayStation. Again, these are the games. Again, we do have a pattern. Most of their games are from Square Enix, but from what people have told me, most of their games are PC ports. Yeah, these are their games. I want to make sure I get all their games too. Yep, this is what we're looking at. So Deoxys, PC. Tomb Raider, PC. Another Deoxys, PC. Tomb Raider Anniversary, PC. Tomb Raider 2013, that's PC. Tomb Raider Legends, PC. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, PC. Hitman Absolution, PC. Tomb Raider Underworld, PC. Thief, PC. Legacy of Kain, PC. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2, PC. Project Snowblind, PC. Lara Croft and the Temple of Oris, PC. Blood Omen 2, PC. And Kane and Lynch 2, Dog Days, PC. So yes, they are... It is... I mean, I didn't even have to do that. They've made... As far as the games they've created, 16 of them are PC ports. 4 are PS4. 3 are PS4. 1 is Xbox One, and 3 are PS3. So, For the people who are like, oh yeah, they're gonna pick them up and they're gonna do some remasters of PS3 titles. Well, I mean, if you look at it, they're only known for making like 3 PS3 titles. Like every other platform pales in comparison to the amount of games they produced on PC. So please don't tell me I'm crazy about them picking them up so they can make more PC ports of games that you didn't want on PC, or the fact that you didn't want Sony to acquire a studio specifically for PC ports. Because I think most PlayStation console gamers, they want PlayStation to pick up studios that can produce better games on the console that they own, instead of a platform that they don't want to play games on. You know, building a PC, getting the latest and greatest graphics cards for PC just to play the game that you already played again. Not everybody's gonna want to do that. But now they outright just acquired a studio, just what it seems, for PC ports. Their background is PC ports. Like, what the fuck else? Like, what else am I supposed to fucking say? Like, what else am I supposed to say? Again, they made a lot of Tomb Raider games. A lot of these games are Tomb Raider and Square Enix. So, again, there's a pattern there. Possibly could be working on the Legacy of Kain. They made 2 of them that I know of right now. 2 Legacy of Kains. Soul Reaver. So, I mean, maybe they're working on that. But again, this is somebody that made a lot of PC ports for Square Enix. So I guess this kind of takes this away from Square Enix when it comes to PC ports. So if Square Enix wanted to make a PC port of a Final Fantasy game, they wouldn't be able to use Nixxes anymore. They would have to outsource to someone else. And if they did use Nixxes, they would have to pay PlayStation to use Nixxes to put out a PC port of a game that PlayStation probably wouldn't be so keen on being on other consoles. So I could see them using this as a way to, like, hey, Square, you want to put your game on PC? Yeah, we'll allow that. But you're going to have to put it on PlayStation exclusively because, you know, we're the people that own the people that you need to put your game on PC. Now, to the best of my knowledge, right here, none of the games they put on PC have anything to do with Final Fantasy. So, again, what I just said, don't read too much into it, but every other game here that's not like Final Fantasy, this does seem that it came from Square Enix. There's a lot of Tomb Raider. It might as well be called the Tomb Raider PC Studio because that's how many Tomb Raider games I see right here that they put on PC. That is fucking crazy. That is a crazy ass list. Wow. I'm gonna go back to the chat and see what you guys think about this. Okay, let's break it down. Tell me your thoughts. I'm looking at the chat now. Yep, Heisenberg. Mr. Heisenberg, you said this studio is irrelevant to gamers for now. Exactly. This studio has not produced a PlayStation exclusive game in some time. And, you know, there's been a couple of like PS3 collection games that they worked on. But as far as that list is concerned, they didn't even have them on the list. So, you know, if they put out any PlayStation exclusive collections, it would have been worked on by the people that already made those games. So they didn't get full credit. But all those other ones right there you saw, those are all, most of them PC ports. Like majority of their fucking libraries is PC ports. So do you guys think that PlayStation should go out and buy studios just so they can make games on PC? Because I don't think a lot of PlayStation fans want that. I don't think a lot of PlayStation fans would be cool with that, for them to focus so much on the PC that they have to buy another studio. Do it. Money that you could be using on a studio to make games, not ports. Room Mamba, you said Holst and Ryan gotta go. 26 years of legacy gone in 2 years. See, this is what I said. I already know. I'm not fucking stupid. I know I'm not the only person that's gonna have a problem with that. Surgeon, this also means less workload on main studios from developers' perspective. It's true. It does mean it's a less of a workload, but this doesn't mean they're going to ramp up the amount of games they put on PC, and it won't be only PS4 games going to PC. Now, I talked to Craig, the tech guy. He seems to believe that a 2-year minimum exclusivity for PS5 exclusives or PS4 exclusives. And I don't agree with that. I believe that if you're going to have games that are exclusive to your PlayStation console for 2 years at the least, you need to be honest enough to let people know when the game is being promoted that the game is on its way to PC in 2 years. Don't try to spring that shit up on people, because the pattern will be so obvious that you're eventually going to either have to be honest and people don't like you for it, or you're going day and date because you don't care what people say, and that's what you wanted to do anyway to make more money, even though you're not making money over there. So that's the pathway. It seems a little crazy, but I want y'all to think about this. They're going to put games on PC after 2 years or 3 years. You can already just tell people, hey, we're putting this game on PC after 2 years. You need to let them know in the beginning of the development, similar to what happened with Death Stranding. Like, I'm running around here thinking the game's exclusive because they're not telling me anything. And Kojima isn't saying anything. And then almost 2 weeks before the game releases, Kojima puts out a trailer of the game going to PC. So I don't think they want to do that, because not only is that going to piss off their hardcore fans that are the only reason why they're on top, because we spend so much money on games, it's also going to erode the trust of us, you know, and it will hurt game sales, which it's one and the same with the trust and piss off hardcore fans. Because if you piss off hardcore fans, you lose their trust. If you lose their trust, they don't buy the game. That affects game sales. So, I think they need to stay far away from PC. I've been saying that for 2 years now. They need to stay away, but I don't know. Herman, Jim Ryan, they don't want to do it, bro. This looks like a full dive into PC for me. You already got great studios, but if you got to buy somebody just to do PC ports where their only expertise is PC ports, there's going to be a problem. Mike Johnson, PC do have exclusives, but it's open to the market. Nobody owns PC. Let me see. Yeah, 1 second, guys.
Hey, red alert. You can't hear the audio because nobody's talking.
Yeah, I'm still here, but I'm just playing the game.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just having fun with the chat. I guess they thought y'all were talking the whole time.
I was barely talking in the beginning, so I'm just here just to listen to the news.
Enzo said we're getting the expansion with the director's cut for Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
Where'd you go, JayTech Candyland?
Yeah, I had to go to Candyland.
Pinkerton.
You know what I would want though? This is just something I would want from this. I wouldn't mind if this Nixus and Blue Point were combined for like a joint studio. They know how to do remasters and remakes. Blue Point and Nixus does PC stuff, right?
When you say joint studio, you don't mean like a Snoop Dogg studio?
No, just combine them together to make like. I mean, Nixus doesn't do much. They do PC ports, but combine them with Blue Point to make them a new like a Blue Point Plus. You know,
and then I don't think I got that reference.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, you could.
Took me a while to get that joint. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, they just released the trailer for Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Okay. Holy shit. Let me go check that one out. Oh shit.
How long do you think this piece of content's gonna be, man? They released it pretty quick.
The thing is, that's what I was telling people to do. Like, okay, I just talked. Me and Craig, we went at it on Twitter until I pretty much just completely destroyed his whole case. So you know, Persona 4 Golden went to PC, right? And it sold like 400,000 copies in that weekend. So it was a $20 game. The game was 8 years old. It was on the PS Vita before that. So we didn't hear anything else about the sales. Well, then Atlas comes out and they confirmed that it's sit at 1 million now. But it was stuck at 900,000. So from last year to now, it amassed 900,000. But it was a $20 game. It should have sold well over 1 million. The PC community as well as the Nintendo community are very excited about Persona. They like Persona games. So you had the opportunity to get one of the best ones and you didn't buy it, even though it was starting at $20. So what happened is the game was on a Steam sale. They dropped it down to $13. It amassed around 100,000 copies, which pushed it to 1 million. My problem with the PC community is they're well aware that a game is old and they do not want to pay top price for it. How do you convince them to pay top price? Even if the quality is good and you had all of that DLC, the story was good, how do you get these idiots to buy games day one? Within the first month, the first day, maybe the first year? How do you get them to buy games? They're not like us because they have options that go far beyond consoles.
They could have charged 60 on the Switch and sold way more. Like, why didn't they just put that on the Switch instead?
But see, this is my problem. Yes, you want to put games on PC for chump change, PlayStation. That's cool. That's perfectly cool. I'm cool with it, right? My thing is, I'm not cool with them putting it over there just for them not to make money. You putting it over there to make money. So if you putting a game over there, you're putting a lot of time and effort in these games. They're basically remastered versions or semi-director's cut version of the game that already released years prior on consoles, right? So you're putting a lot of time and care into these games just for them to just sit over there and be like, nah, I don't want to buy that for 50. Oh, 30? Nah, I don't want to buy it yet. 20? No, don't want to buy it yet. 5? Yeah, I'll buy it. You know how long it's going to take for it to be $5? So if you add those years up to the years that they've already waited while they were begging, you're looking at like 10 or more years. So in 10 or more years, when the game is so fucking worthless, put that shit on PC for $5 fucking. Let them have a field day. Yes, they're crying like little babies, but they don't really want anything. That's all I'm saying, man. It is game by game basis if they really care. Spider-Man, Bloodborne, God of War, Last of Us Part 1 and 2. They will buy those. Those games will sell over 1 million on PC, but again, PC is so cluttered. They don't have a lot of money. It's not just the hardware that's eating up a lot of their money. It's the amount of games that they have on PC. They have a lot of games on PC. So, I mean, you putting your big game over there, and yes, your game is big. A lot of Game of the Year awards. A lot of people loved it on consoles, but it doesn't mean that it's going to replicate that success.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Putting any game over on PC that's big. Because if Persona 4 Golden was $20 and it couldn't hit 1 million in the first year, you got to remember, they put it over there in June 13th of last year. It only got to 1 million after they dropped it down to $13, and that was June 30th when they confirmed that it was at 1 million.
Decision, and that's a niche genre, man. Those games, those JRPGs aren't going to sell like that. It's the wrong game to take a look at that.
Well, I want to look at the two that we got over there. They're high profile games that people shouldn't ignore. People shouldn't ignore because people wanted them. I don't know if there was over 1 million people on the internet begging for it. I highly doubt there were over 1 million people begging for Horizon or Death Stranding. I do know that there's over 1 million people always begging for Bloodborne. Put Bloodborne over there for $100. Put Bloodborne over there for $100. Get the best fucking piracy protection money can buy, and force them to pay $100 for that game. You want to make some money? There you go. Great idea.
They don't know, by the way.
They want it so bad, then hey, let them pay for it. But I'm not in support of them putting games over there just for motherfuckers to ignore and wait for them to go all the way down to like 20 or lower. At that point in time, you should have just waited until the game is worthless yourself and put it on PC at $5 because that's what they really want to buy your game for. Your game is not as valuable to them as they make you believe it is. I mean, they say play. Most PC fans, when they're port begging, they say they want to play the game. They don't say they want to buy the game.
You know, it would be a really good commercial game to see if, they're able to put up. Finally, be Spider-Man, man. That'd be an easy commercial game. And if it sells like dog shit, you could just, get inside
Spider-Man and Bloodborne. Spider-Man and Bloodborne.
Not even Bloodborne, but
I know the thing with Bloodborne. Like, most celebrated game couldn't even clear 5 million copies. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, Spider-Man would be a good idea.
Yeah, Bloodborne's too hardcore of a game, but Spider-Man, commercial appeal. I would be able to do the trick, you'd think.
I don't know if they want to let go that one. Caleb Kaiser, new Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut trailer release. We're gonna go watch that together real quick. Again, big shout out to everybody that's here watching. Let's go dive into some of this stuff real quick. Again, you can't really hide this stuff. I do feel like we're on a hill. We're rolling downwards to that inevitable confirmation of the July event. There's a lot of shit going down. Acquisitions, really, really good when it came to PlayStation Plus. But it's almost that time. I just gotta put in my fucking time. When it's time to take off. I will be taking off. So it's a 1 minute and 32 second, and that's what I was gonna say to Sam. I don't mind them boosting games and re-releasing them for the PS5. You're already doing that for PC. There's still a lot of people on your PS4 and PS5 that didn't buy the game. So you need to try to reach as many more people as you possibly can before you inevitably put the game on PC and it not do the numbers that you were able to achieve on the console. So
it's a more fair version of what Nintendo does, pretty much.
Yeah. So you getting 10 million or you getting less than 10 million? Well, you need to boost those numbers. Re-release that shit. You want to re-release it in the next 2 years? Okay, well, I guess you can do that. But you need to do whatever you need to do before you put it on another platform. There are people on your platform that didn't buy the game. You gotta find a way to get them to buy that fucking game. And that's exactly what they're doing with Ghost of Tsushima. Mark my fucking words. That game was too good, too celebrated for it not to sell over 10 million.
I gotta go back and kill the uncle.
I didn't kill him. PS5 features. What are the PS5 features? Dynamic 4K hold on. Said dynamic 4K resolution targeting 60 frames. Targeting 60 frames. Okay, there we go. Okay, dynamic 4K. Looking good. Haptic feedback. Okay. Adaptive triggers.
If you have it, do you still got to pay for the update on PS5?
I do not know yet. Japanese lip sync. Oh, they updated the Japanese lip sync. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Legends co-op multiplayer. Okay. Iki Island expansion. Well, what's that all about? It's an island expansion. A whole new island to explore. Oh shit. New story. Oh fuck. New enemies. New skins. New horse. Oh. A fox. What's this? Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Available August 20th.
Okay, they're saying in the chat
now.
it's $30 for the upgrade, Joe.
It's $30 for the upgrade?
Yeah.
Well,
the expansion is the upgrade. Okay, clarification.
The expansion is the upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, the island. Everything else is free.
Okay. I'll fucks with it. Maybe that is why they took off the only on PlayStation, because they can't keep that logo if they were going to put it on PS5.
They did with the Final Fantasy 7 upgrade, though. The remake upgrade, because you can get the upgrade free, but you got to drop 20 and shit for the UCD.
Oh, yeah? 1 second, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's the same thing, man.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's the same thing and shit, bro. Which $30 for that shit, I wouldn't mind paying that. I dropped 20 and stuff on the Yuffie DLC, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you if you thought it was worth it, man. I still gotta try it out.
I mean, in my opinion, Boca, because I'm a Final Fantasy fan. To me, it's worth it. But I will tell you and stuff right now that Yuffie DLC you can beat in literally 3 hours.
Man, but what is it? Would you say $20? That's not terrible.
Yeah, $20. That's why I was telling people like, well, it's so short. I'm like, bro, it's $20. Like, you literally only get 2 chapters and stuff, bro, and that's pretty much it. But for $20 and shit, I think it's worth it. Shit, for $30 for the Ghost of Tsushima expansion, I'll definitely drop $30 on that bitch. Because they're already giving us
too.
Yeah, they're already giving us the PS5 upgrade for free, so it's like, fuck it, why not?
That's easy money. It's gonna sell good too.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely gonna fucking sell because Ghost of Tsushima already did 10 million. It's like literally one of the best PlayStation 5 exclusives right now.
Yeah, especially people that don't have a clue this thing exists, they could basically market it. You know, they would think it's a new game, something to play in the middle of the summer, which is usually just pretty boring.
Yeah, I know some people that did not buy Ghost of Tsushima, the PS4 version, so they'll probably hopefully they'll support this version, but I doubt it, man. A lot of people and shit, my friends don't like single player games, so they think they're dying. I'm like, okay. Sure, man.
The multiplayer.
Huh?
They got the Legends multiplayer.
Yeah, but you know, motherfucker, bro, if they're not going to play the single player mode, you really think motherfuckers going to hop on and play Legends? Like, they're not even going to know shit about the story, bro. They're going to be confused.
Damn, you're so lazy.
Yeah. But these are the same niggas that literally still play Apex, Call of Duty Warzone, and 2K daily. So,
I think it's incredible that something like this even, like, what is it, 6 or 7 million, bro? This is, again, a niche genre. These games, at least when I was growing up, they didn't sell well at all. So whatever the reason, whether it's because it's an exclusive or people were just hyped because it was the last year of the PS4, this thing sold incredible, bro. They're just able to pad the stats essentially.
Right.
You're basically gonna get 2 guaranteed future games easy, like full-fledged games. I mean,
Right. I just hope, honestly, and shit, I'm with you and stuff, man. Like, I don't think they should port Bloodborne. I really don't think they should port Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I hope they don't port that shit to PC, honestly, because the motherfuckers are not going to be grateful for a game like this. And they're just going to fucking pirate it anyway, because if they port Ghost of Tsushima to PC, it's going to be like either 50 or 60. It ain't going to be no fucking $40. So the PC people are going to do just like what they did with Days Gone and fucking pirate that bitch. So, like you, I agree with y'all. Y'all might as well just let the PC people get fucking Spider-Man and leave Bloodborne and fucking Ghost of Tsushima to fucking console players. But, like I said, that's just my opinion. What'd you say?
I was saying the first thing I was looking for was that you mentioned if I could pirate this director's cut.
I'm telling you. Let them port that bitch over and shit. I'm telling you, bro, they gonna pirate that bitch.
Well, Sony games go up super quick too, man. I was able to download Days Gone and Horizon with 0 issues.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Enzo says Spider-Man. Hell nah. Well, I wouldn't want them to have Spider-Man either, but I'm just saying, bro, like, Enzo, I agree with Boca and JTech. If it came down to porting something, I'd rather them port Spider-Man than fucking Bloodborne or Ghost of Tsushima, bro. That's just personally my opinion. That's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt or whatever. Shit. They're not going to play those fucking games regardless. I'll be surprised if the motherfuckers even play Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm with you. I don't think they're going to buy anything. It's just all talk.
Exactly. What you been playing on, Boca?
Lately, I've been on Gears, like the 1 and 2, not the new ones. And then Ratchet and Clank in the baseball game, MLB.
I was gonna ask if you play Gears. Did you play that Hive Busters and shit? Because I wanted to know if that shit was actually good or if the Xboxes are just capping for it.
Now, like I'm doing them in order, right? So I'm gonna go 1 through 3, and then I'll do the new ones. I played some of 5, but yeah, definitely didn't try the DLC.
Fair. Yeah, I got to go back to Scarlet Nexus and shit and stuff, man. I just beat Ratchet and Clank 2 days ago, so
Nice.
now I gotta go between fucking Scarlet Nexus and Plague Tale of Incinus. I don't even know how to pronounce that bitch. I'm just gonna call it Plague's Tale.
I heard that game wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't fucking good. I mean, let me put it this way. It was, I guess I can't really say too much about it because I'm literally only on chapter 8. Like, I just got to chapter 8. But I bought it and shit literally a year ago when it was on sale for like $15 and just never got to around it. So since they are offering the PS5 upgrade, I'm like, shit, I might as well beat the PS4, hopefully, and shit, the trophies will transfer over. And I'm just starting to realize that this little brother Hugo, like that nigga, like y'all niggas thought Ashley from Resident Evil 4 was annoying. Jesus Christ.
A rude awakening.
Bro, just wait till y'all play the game. Like, just get the game and shit and stuff next week, and then get to chapter 5, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, there are parts in the game you got to, because it's literally like, it's a stealth dash, single player linear game. But there's going to be parts in the game where, you got to carry your brother around and shit. But there's going to be parts where you have to separate from him. But if you separate from him and go too far away, he's literally worse than Ashley. Like, he'll start crying and alerting guards to your position. I'm like, okay, great. Like, this is fucking funny.
I said that kid in The Walking Dead I hated. He ended up getting eaten by a zombie, though. It's pretty funny.
Damn, I hope you're not talking about who I think.
I think you know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name, but that was when Rick was hooking up with the...
Yeah. I'm trying to think of that meme and shit. Carl. It's Carl.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh, it wasn't Carl? Damn.
It was this kid, that Rick, it's this fucking blonde lady's kid that Rick was hooking up with.
What
I forgot
season
her
is
name
this?
too, man. This is when Carl got his eye shot out. Remember?
Shit, nigga, I stopped at like season 5, bro. Like honestly, like when they were at the prison, that's where I left off at.
Yep. So you missed a lot. I stopped at season 9, so I gotta actually catch up. But it was that
Yeah, I'll
same
catch
scene.
up.
Yeah.
But I've heard, like, honestly, like I'm still hearing a little bit about the Walking Dead community because one, after I heard what happened to Glenn, and then I think Carl died too because they said they killed Carl off too. Didn't he die, or am I wrong?
Okay,
No,
flip packages are here. What?
What'd you say, JayTech?
No. Somebody said something about foot packets. I don't know what that is.
Foot pack. What the fuck?
Don't know what that is. Back, Phil Spencer keeps calling me. All right, man. Duty calls.
Did you think of what he said about Halo, Jay?
Huh?
What?
Did you hear the new interview? He says acquisitions are good for the game industry. The interview today.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I meant the Halo Infinite one.
Oh, that one we covered yesterday. But yeah, the one about like he doesn't really matter what the condition is. They're gonna have Halo for 10 years.
That game's gonna be trash, dude.
Yeah, that game's gonna be bad. Yeah, that game's gonna be that game's gonna be bad. Look, I'm happy they're getting this stuff out of the way. They're clearing away from some stuff. I can see them. They're clearing away. Like it's a weird day to just drop Ghost of Tsushima and an acquisition. See, the last acquisition they did was bigger, so maybe they didn't need to do anything else that day because they didn't. Then the following day they dropped the games for PlayStation Plus. So, if you were to add up like the amount of times they talked in a day, it would probably be more today. But on what was it? I would say Monday was bigger because of the acquisition. So I don't know, man. Who knows what they end with on Friday? But from what I'm hearing, it was either today or tomorrow that we get the official announcement that they're going to have the July event. Again, don't hold me to it. Take it with a grain of salt because we're already in Thursday and we haven't heard anything else. But this is the most they've talked throughout the day, all week. But definitely moving. So definitely moving. Definitely not quiet. I like it. Just in case anybody didn't know, Streets of Rage 4 survival mode has been revealed. And they also have like a classic mode also. Virtual Fighter 5, if you guys don't know. You need to hurry up and download that for PlayStation Plus so you can get it out the way because...
Download what? Hold on, I just came back.
Virtual Fighter 5. If you haven't already downloaded it for PlayStation Plus, get it out the way because it's going to be off of PlayStation Plus next week when they update the new games.
Not to be mean, but does anybody even still play that shit? Because I feel like I'm one of the only few people that play Virtual Fighter.
Oh, I don't mind jumping back on it to play a fighting game, but as far as like online, probably not. Because they gotta fix that shit. If you wonder and want to know why people are not playing it, people are not playing it because they didn't fix their shit. When people fix their shit, when they fix their shit, people will come back. They gotta fix their shit.
I'm just playing it for the trophies, honestly, bro. That's all I'm playing it for.
Let me cover this one thing. And Sam, are you still available?
Yeah, I'm right here, Bob.
Okay, bro. I need your guidance on this one. This one's gonna be really interesting. It will probably be no other person I would want to talk to about this with besides you and Adam. And I will probably talk about this with Adam this weekend. We'll see what's go down this weekend because it is 4th of July on Sunday, right? So don't hold me to the Sunday show. I don't have any plans, but it is on a holiday, so we'll see what we do. If we do have a Sunday show at all, it will be very short.
Are you talking about this Sunday or next Sunday?
This Sunday, which is 4th of July.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas, so y'all gonna have to sit. I'm gonna have to sit that one out.
Yeah, we might cancel the Sunday show this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas or Rex, so show's canceled.
Yeah, we're all going to Vegas with Rex.
We're all gamble. Yeah. We about to buy PS5s after we done.
We're gonna buy a year's supply of Game Pass after we're done.
I swear to God, I knew JayTech was gonna say that Game Pass shit. Oh my fucking God.
So here you go, Sam. Indie developers criticize Sony off of discount policies and poor communication and more. Basically, this one indie developer was pretty pissed off that they have to pay $25,000 just to have their game seen on the front page. They believe they should have their shit seen on the front page at little to no cost, above all the other big superstars in the gaming industry. They have their games on the store.
Fuck him.
Hey, what's up, True Witty? So, to be honest, it wasn't multiple indie developers. It was only one indie developer. And I saw the game, and then the game I didn't recognize. So, I'm like, why are you even bitching? Like, and it's not, I didn't recognize it was three-dimensional. It was one of those 2D, looked like it could easily be played on a cell phone or a Super NES. And I'm like, what are you bitching for, bro? What are you bitching for? You should be happy your fucking game is on the store. And if the store ain't doing shit for you, you can easily do it free of fucking charge by going around the internet and reminding people that your fucking game is out. That's supposed to be in your fucking budget to advertise your own game. If you don't work for PlayStation and you're not a part of their fucking studios, you should expect to have to pay to have your game shown. That's just how it fucking works. Kotaku was the first one to shed some light on it. Now I woke up and I saw the similar article by GameIndustry.biz. Again, when PlayStation does good stuff, when they look good, when they have announcements, when they talk, you should always expect there's going to be some sort of bad news to kind of knock them down. I can see this.
It's not like they're the only ones that do it though. So why target Sony?
Exactly. So this is what this is the portion I wanted to bring up because I just talked about it. And an ability to control launch discounts and invite only policy to participate in sales, and a $25,000 minimum spend to have a game featured on the storefront. This is all normal. Wait up. Your game is on the PlayStation Store and you want discounts. Well, I'm guarantee you most of these indie developers already put their games on Steam and had massive amounts of discount, but the discounts didn't help them make money. So you want to put your game on another storefront and have even more discounts to not make money, which is the reason why you even went somewhere else? It's because you didn't make money while your game was discounted? Like, it's like all bullshit to me, bro. It really is. The whole point of you selling something is for you to get as much money as possible. Nobody, bro, even McDonald's don't sell shit for $1 anymore. Come on, man.
Hey, JayTech ain't lying about that, because I pulled up on McDonald's and shit 3 weeks ago to get a McDouble. That bitch was $120 after tax. I was like, oh, Lord.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
They
They got rid of
$1 no more.
Yep. They don't even have the legendary dollar menu. They got rid of that shit like almost 10 years ago, bro.
Legendary dollar
It's
menu.
legendary because that shit's been gone for like 10 years. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
They make way too much money for that shit now.
You're right.
And then
Them niggas
then
like,
look,
hell no,
what's funny? What's funny is this motherfucker thought he was smart. He called PlayStation Platform X as if they not gonna know who the fuck you are. Don't be upset if you get blacklisted. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit!
I saw the developer and I saw the fucking tweet. You know what? I ain't even gonna be like that. Fuck it. He want to fucking go all out there. Let me go all out there, bro. Let me go all out there. I'm gonna show you who the fuck the dude is. I'm about to show you who the dude is.
Yes. Send the Legion after them.
No, I ain't sending nobody after nobody, but I think everybody deserves to see who the fuck it is. Bitching and moaning. He looks like. Do you know what a douchebag looks like? He looks like a douchebag from a movie that you probably not gonna watch a lot or watch at all, that they put on Netflix, that is kind of like a wannabe version of American Pie. That's who he looks like. No disrespect.
Or dweeb?
Huh?
Would you say a dweeb or a bully?
In between. A
Okay.
douchebag. Yeah. A bully is is above a douchebag, and a dweeb is under a douchebag. A douchebag is right in the middle. Not too skinny, not too fat, not too dominant, not too weak. It's just somebody that you look at like, this dude has a face that is boxing.
I think we
He
might
has a
see
boxing
in season 4
face.
Cobra Kai, Jay.
Yeah, he has a very boxing face. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let me go share the screen before I get even more pissed off. So this is this dude's name is I think Ian Gardner or whatever. He's a co-founder of Neo Doctrine. And he only has wait up, hold on. That's weird. He has 2,973 followers, and I'm sitting around that same area. Okay, but how?
Yeah, you got more.
No, I don't. I'm almost there though, but how? Hold on, bro. This one really. Okay. Hold on, something's not right here. Okay, so this is JayTech.
Right. What's up, Woody? What's up, Rick?
What's going on, Somatic? Have you heard anything that would send you upon us today, or are you just joining because you want to join?
No, I was going to ask you if you got links to the screenshot you sent me yesterday.
No, because that was somebody else's screenshot, I think. But I sent you a cropped version for 1080p.
No, I got that. I was just wondering if you
I
had the
don't
link.
got it.
Yeah, but that's fine.
So this is who we're talking about. This dude's he's the co-founder of Neon Doctrine. He has a check by his name. He's sitting at 2,973 followers. I'm sitting at 2,432 followers. Now I'm not saying I deserve a check, but I think we talked about this before, Sam. This was years ago about people that got checks that didn't deserve checks and they had a low amount of followers. How did this douchebag get a fucking check mark? And he's under 3,000 followers.
Yeah, he's not the media. I don't get that.
Well, y'all know some Twitter.
No, he said he's a co-founder of a indie studio.
I never heard of that studio.
Twitter be handing out check marks to anybody.
No, it's not anybody. It's certain people, and we're not gonna get into that.
Certain people with 3,000, 2,000 followers, bro. I'm sorry.
So this is the name of the studio, Neo Doctrine, or if I'm pronouncing it right, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna show off what the game they're known for. These are the games that they're known for. These are all indie games, very, very, very deep indie type games. And he's bitching about the fact that his game is not promoted in front of everybody else's. Like he's talking about, my indie game on a Nintendo Switch is 60% off. Like if you like discounting your games just so your games can get more fucking popular, that's cool. But you also want your game to be on the front page as well as being discounted?
Yes.
Come the fuck, like, bro, what makes you think you can cut in front of the line? Bro, that's privilege. Bro, you need to calm that shit down, bro. He making games that look like they can run on a Super NES or a fucking cell phone, bro. And I'm not talking about the new generation cell phones either.
Blackberries.
I need to understand, bro. What is this? He up here with an alien that got butter on his tongue and there's people naked in some blood, but it's pixelated like it's Nintendo's entertainment system, NES, the classic NES. I don't understand. You ever heard of this game called Yippee Psycho?
You're gonna buy that game, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna buy it. It's 50% off on the Steam summer sale. So he's excited that he can brag about their games being 50% off, but they can barely get 20 likes on any fucking post.
Damn,
or barely 30 likes. Let me give him credit. A couple of them.
Calvin, you said the white guy with the beard in the photo's black. Did I miss something?
I'm confused. What?
I'm confused. Oh, you got another donation, by the way.
You said this guy's black?
I mean, the guy in the avatar.
I got a picture right there. On you gotta have to wait a little while for it to catch up, but
I don't think he's black. I'm looking at it.
I mean, not to ask or nothing, but does it matter if he's black or not?
yeah, I don't think skin color matters. He's just a fucking
It doesn't.
douchebag.
That's why I'm like, why are people bringing up fucking skin? See, that's the reason and shit why I got suspended from work yesterday, because motherfuckers always want to bring fucking color into it, and then when me as a black man gets mad and shitty, then they, oh, why are you being so aggressive? Bitch, you make me aggressive.
Well, if you color your skin purple, you know,
I might fucking do that. Just to
and
shut motherfuckers up.
get an infinity gauntlet and go to work, then they won't do that.
Time to be Thanos.
Feel unsafe because of an abrasive minority.
Let me see. Kevin Smith said, I heard earlier dude was black. No, this guy is very much white. I will go down all his fucking tweets because I read it live. I found out about the incident, but from Kotaku, and went to the Twitter thread, and I read everything, and I was like, okay, well, you know, man, you're just upset your game ain't selling, and people don't want your game. If people don't want your game, it don't matter if it's discounted or it's on the front page, it's not gonna sell.
Totally sorry. Be better.
Yeah. I love indie developers.
I was thinking of Housemarque, man. Look how many games they made with just terrible sales. They kept at it.
Exactly.
They found a way. Look where
they weren't bitching. They weren't bitching. Oh, my game's not on front page. It's not discounted.
They did better, and guess what? They the last game made Sony look at them and buy them. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Another indie developer, Media Molecule. After their first game, Sony fucking acquired them.
You gotta pay your dues.
Exactly, bro. You think you gonna be on the front of the fucking PlayStation Store with a shitty whatever the game is? They made multiple games, and I'm trying to figure out what game is he bitching of. What game did they make that didn't get a lot of sales? I'm guessing it might be this. Let me see what so this is the co-founder of Neo Doctrine, which looks like he looks like that dude from Doctor Who. You know the Doctor Who? But he has white hair and black and pink. He looks like a wannabe pimp Doctor Who. A pimped out version of Doctor Who.
He looks like someone you beat up and shove in a locker.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. So this is one of the indie games, bro. What is he like? I need to understand, bro. Some of these, like at least this indie developer, just stop. Put your game out. Don't bitch and just stop, bro. I'm not even gonna sit up here and say I wouldn't pick up this game, but now, after all the bitching and moaning, I will not touch any of their games or buy any of their games on the store. That's bad, bro. That's bad business for you to talk about a main fucking one of the major gaming companies in the industry. You're talking bad about, and you know you need them to sell your game, and you go talk shit. What if they say, fuck you, I'm taking all your games off our stores? Then what you gonna say? But you put all your games on Switch. If you like them and keep all your games on the Steam store, you're perfectly fine. Pretty sure PlayStation games will be alright without playing any of these games. I know I will. So this is and whoop-de fucking do. Hold on. This game right here that I just watched, it's only coming to PC and Steam. Look like I spoke too soon.
I showed you.
He sure did show me. And here we go with a super duper NES looking fucking indie game. This is the developer that's bitching. They're bitching about their game not being on the front of the fucking store. And you're making
game,
bro. What's funny is the first game we just saw that's coming out in October. That's not even coming to PlayStation. And you think people go like you think that if you ever put another game on PlayStation after you purposely not put their game on there, after you talk bad about them, you think they're ever gonna put that shit on front? You think they're ever gonna fucking allow you to do a discount? Fuck out of here, man. Here it is. This one's coming to all platforms. This one's coming to PlayStation. This one's coming to Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. I would avoid it if I was y'all. I mean, you already saw what it looked like. What's next? Another fucking game that looks like it was drawn. Bro, what do they really expect? I need to understand. Okay, so this one is coming to Steam and Switch, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, coming to Steam and Switch.
Yeah, that looks like a Switch game.
This one's coming to Switch exclusively. Available now for free on Switch. So I'm really confused. Like, do they just like putting out free shit, or they like putting out discounted stuff? Like, what's their MO? Like, I'm confused. Like, if your MO not matching PlayStation MO, you shut the fuck up and sell your game somewhere else. It's perfectly fine. But you trying to get your game to sell on their fucking service, and you're gonna bitch about them publicly? And think that people don't know who the fuck you talking about.
I'm confused about something though.
Huh?
Why do you want your games discounted in the first place?
Bro, I don't
like,
I don't know. I guess they want to reach more people, and then by reaching more people they meet their quota or something. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying, bro. Some people like them, bro, they the worst, man. You gotta talk about the person that's even allowing you to put their game on your fucking store. They could say your game is so shitty, keep it off my fucking servers. But they didn't do that shit. I mean, I would have. What is this? Nah, bro. Well, I want to say congratulations to the Nintendo Switch and the PC community for supporting this developer enough for him to get a green screen and do this stupid bit, show off the indie titles that's coming from them. But I'm not, no. One that looks interesting, but as far as I'm concerned, I will not be picking up any of their games if they come to PlayStation. And now that I know their name, I would be sure not to pick up any. Yeah. Nah, it is what it is. I see them motherfuckers, I'm gonna stay far away. You're on my shit list of games that are shitty that I don't want to buy. That's the list you're on right now. Fuck out of here.
The logo's empty. They're written there, Naughty Dog.
Damn, bro. That is cocky. That's just some cocky ass shit. That's cocky as fuck. Oh, I don't like the way they're doing this. I don't like the way they're doing that. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, it seemed like they added the lock on in combat when it comes to Ghost of Tsushima.
The lock on?
Yeah, you can now lock on.
Hey, did you? I didn't even care about it, to be quite fair, because it never really, what you call it, bothered me. Because it's a little late now. I beat the game.
PlayStation dropping bombs though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, did you hear about a Ghost of Tsushima director's cut too?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, that wasn't. Oh, okay. You talking about it now?
No, that's what I'm talking about. The lock on. That's in Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I wasn't here when you talked about it earlier.
Oh, No, I was talking about right now. When I was talking about the lock-on feature, that's coming from Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. That's the game they added.
Wait, they put lock on in the director's cut?
Yeah. Well, I guess when they update version, we already got. I don't know. I'm excited about this new island. I don't know shit about it, but can't wait to see what that's
I
all
wish you
about.
could have gotten that for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I know.
Gorilla don't seem to care about Horizon Zero
So
Dawn.
I will say that Hunter said, "I can't wait to replay Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding on PS5. Those director's cut look nice." There's a pattern going on here because you have two director's cut dropping this summer. They're both open world games, and they're both good looking games. There's something else I'm missing here. Would you guys be okay if more director's cuts are made? Again, they're already, like I said, they're already doing similar things like this. When you put a game on PC, you're adding things, you're changing this, you're making it better, you're making it run better, you're giving them freedom for frame rates and stuff. Basically the same shit they just when they put a game on PC. But in this case, they're like making a director's cut of an original PS4 game, putting it on PS5, and making it run better. So would anybody be against them doing that before they drop games on PC? I mean, I would be perfectly fine.
I'd
rather them focus on the console first and, again, keep PC as an afterthought. If you want to think about them, but way after you get all the money, all the attention for your game.
think about it when I forgot about the game. There you go.
Exactly. I hope this gets more people to buy the game too, because I think the last update was about 6.8 million, something like that. 6 point something million. Could have been 6.4 million. Which I found to be a really good number, and I expect it to be at 10 million by the end of this year, which would be like a year and some change to get 10 million, which is pretty fucking quick, to be honest. So yeah, I expect Ghost of Tsushima to definitely be at 10 million by the end of the year. PlayStation's oh, he said 16 because yeah, that would be 16. True Weddy. So you heard about the new studio, right? The new studio acquisition?
What, today?
Yeah, it's a developer by
Look,
the
I
name.
went to bed. I went to bed at 7 in the morning, bro. I just woke up.
Okay, so their name is Nixus. They're known for making PC ports. They worked on a lot of Tomb Raider games, a lot of Hitman games, a lot of Deoxys Revolution games. I mean, when I was looking at the information, they worked on 16 PC ports, 3 PS4 games, 1 Xbox.
So they were
One
Dutch?
Game. Yeah, they're Dutch.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
mean, it's a good acquisition. It's quick, probably very cheap.
Yeah, but
if you wanna make sure you have a production studio to put games on PC and not have to make your studios worry about putting a game on PC, I think it's a good investment. That would like all the other studios can focus on their natural game being on PS4 or 5 without putting a massive workload on those guys to think about programming for PC.
I read they're looking to make a new game themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing because they staffed up for a game director. But again, you could be getting a game director to direct the game. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. But I saw that they were staffing up for a game director, and they posted that on their Twitter page before.
So what are they called? Like,
Nixus.
Follow them.
I follow them on Twitter already.
A random name. I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
They've been around for like 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, helping for a long time. So all Xbox got today was a Space Jam collaboration with a controller. So
wow.
Yep.
Well, they get controllers all the time, Jay. So that's not really new.
PlayStation's breaking news with just basically enhanced version of already great game, acquisition of a studio that's does a lot of Square Enix ports to PC, and that's all we got today. And it seems like we're just breaking the news. Like minimal effort today. Let me just say, and the Ghost of Tsushima shit has already been leaked out, so it's minimal effort.
I like this. I just saw the tweet with the Icky Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
minimal effort,
yeah,
bro. They're able to dominate the news cycle with minimal effort. They don't have to have an E3 event. They can just knock it out the park.
That is true. That is true. Shit.
Oh shit! Somebody just pointed this out. The new Ghost of Tsushima director's cut is coming out a day after Kenna. Yep, a day after Kenna, that's coming out. They're gonna have a nice lineup. This is some of those gaps that I was wondering that we're gonna be filled in. We got Ghost of Tsushima and Kenna in August. You got Death Stranding sometime, claiming that it's soon. Could end up being this month. Be surprised. Little Devil Inside got confirmed for July as well. Deathloop is September, and then Horizon Forbidden West says fall.
Bro, I hate some of these Xbox niggas, bro. They literally asking for day PlayStation games. I don't know why. It's not your freaking platform, you fuck nigga.
I'm confused. What?
I just saw an Xbox nigga begging for day PlayStation games on PC. I just scrolling down.
I mean, people know day and date would hurt PlayStation, so of course those guys are gonna do that. But that's why I tell a couple PlayStation fans, kind of stay away from the PC shit. It's cool that you want them to do good and make additional money. I do too, even if it's from PC. But to the best of my knowledge, the motherfuckers that say they want to buy the game or play the game on their platform are not actually buying the game. And they're not buying it within the first year. They're going to buy it outside of the first year in hopes that it drops down to the price that's more reasonable to them, which is the price that Sony should have probably sold it at if that's the only price that they're going to buy it at anyway. Even though we know your product is more valuable than $20 or $10, they're not going to buy it at anything above that. I don't know, man. This shit's so fucking confusing. It's like trying to get a baby to eat vegetables. Later on in their life, they gonna have no problem eating vegetables. But when they're a kid and a baby, they don't want no fucking vegetables. That's just nasty.
Still don't want that shit.
Yeah, they
very
nice. But yeah, man. I mean,
well, you say you still don't want that shit?
No, I'm kidding, but yeah, man, it's a good analogy.
I just think that if they really don't want the game, they really don't want the game. You can't force them to like games if they don't like it. I do see Xbox fans being a little scary.
Hold on. Is Jin Store that's gonna still continue in the Ikishima Island?
I guess that's him running around. Looked like it was him.
Oh, I thought we were gonna play as the fat guy with the spear.
It might be him too.
No, I honestly thought they were gonna use the woman. You know, Yuna?
Yeah.
Because she left Tsushima Island early. You remember?
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I looked at the trailer. You can look at it yourself, but it looked like it's Jen running around. You might have the option to switch characters or character skins or what your character looks like, but to the best of my knowledge, it looked like it's still Jen.
The images, it looks like it's Jin, yeah, but
I mean, anything's possible, but in the gameplay trailer, I didn't see a female running around that island. It looked just like Jen. He was using grappling hook and all of this other stuff.
Well, shit. If they want to use him again, then fair enough. But like,
Sounds like Woody doesn't want to use Jinsakai.
we'll
We'll give you Fat Man with
Don't
spear.
worry, True Woody. They're gonna have some new characters on a real sequel. This is just something to hold us over. But I am interested to see what they're working on because this is not it. This looked like this was already in the works. So I cannot wait to see what they're really working on.
No, I don't have an issue. Jinsuka's a freaking awesome character. But I thought when they're going to another island, they were gonna use like how they did what you call it, First Light.
Yeah.
Where
But they're calling this an expansion. It's not a standalone, bro. If it was if it was a standalone that was rumored that wasn't true because it was a rumor, then yeah, we probably would have got another character. But this is just an expansion. This is not a standalone. So
okay.
What was the standalone? Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, this was the rumor of the standalone. Yeah, Ghost was rumored to have a standalone, but in reality, it wasn't a standalone. Who the fuck started spreading that shit, bro? We got to hand out L's to people that got a lot of these predictions wrong. Like, they got to get some L's, bro. They really got to get some L's. Because I remember that shit, too, because I was waiting on the standalone. And this ain't a standalone. This is a director's cut. Completely different. And they call it Icky Island. They don't call it Ghost of Ikishima.
Ikishima. And it is a real island, so I think that's what it thought it would happen.
Anything that'll help them get some fucking views.
I'm about to like an Okinawa DLC. Some Karate Kid shit.
I know they got a lot more bells and whistles than they talked about.
A couple years in the future, man.
I'm
Miyagi,
excited.
though, goddammit.
They gotta jump a couple years in the future when they're not using spears no more.
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for tomorrow. Maybe if my job let me.
What was that fat guy with the spears name? It started with an N, didn't it?
Oh yeah, he was the monk.
Yeah, that his brother got amputated or whatever.
Yeah, his brother got fucked up.
You know.
Oh, I remember that.
Nicely.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I don't got no problem with indie developers. If anybody was getting that take from me, nah, I love indie developers. They're the future. I buy a lot of indie games that other people just won't touch because it's indie. But nah, bro, I like indie developers. But you talking bad about somebody, and
you don't listen. Let me just be clear. You do not talk bad about a publisher you're trying to get your game on their platform. That's stupid. That's like talking. That's like cursing out your boss. You see what I'm saying?
Make sure it's anonymous as fuck and can't be traced back to you. Like that's silly. The fact that we know who it is.
Exactly. Like don't curse out your boss and expect your boss not to freaking fire your ass. Sony might just take it off their store purposely. Like fuck.
Ain't gonna be like, what did I do wrong? You slandered us, stupid ass. You're gone. Simple as that.
You dumb motherfucker.
By the way, PS only gamer, they've done director's cut, man. They had Resident Evil 1 director's cut on PS1. I'm not sure how far back you go with PlayStation, but
but
they've had director's cut, but not like these new ones they're doing, which I don't mind. I kind of like this because it's kind of like a Game of the Year edition. Got all the content and some new shit too, so I fucks with it. Especially for the people that, for whatever reason, refused to buy the game when it first fucking came out. Now you can go buy the game and you got a lot of other shit to play. So, I mean.
Yep. I'm definitely buying it again if it comes out. Well, when it comes out.
Well, it's coming out in August.
Okay, I'll buy it now. Well, hopefully it's on the PlayStation, so I'll freaking pre-order it now.
Oh, shit. That's right. We should go take a look at the store. Ghost of Ikishima, rated R.
No, it's not Ikishima, Jay. They fucked up.
Oh, they're already hyping up Madden 2022 with the MVP edition with 2 different superstars on the box. Okay, fuck with it. I mean, Madden is Madden at this point. You expect it to look good for a football game because it's the only football game you got.
Right? No one wants to compete with them.
Nobody competing because they fucking got the rights. They're good. They all full on that shit. Again, I told everybody about a couple months ago, last year also, I think when we saw it, Back for Blood. I said it was day one. It is no longer day one. I do not trust. I don't trust anything going straight to Game Pass. I don't know if anything is wrong. I don't know if anything will be wrong, but I will wait. I will sit back and wait, and then if everything is good, I'll pick it up. So,
I got burned twice by something going to Game Pass. I ain't doing it again.
oh shit. Oh no, never mind. That's not the game. There was this other game that I haven't saw. I forgot the name, but I'm just rolling. I don't see.
Probably it will be
Ghost of
shown off
Tsushima.
at Sony's event, and that's when it will be on the store.
What, Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
They got a.
I'm pretty sure it won't be called Ghost of Tsushima because Tsushima's the island and he's going to a different island. So I don't know. Maybe it will be called that, but it will just.
All they're calling it is Icky Island expansion. That's what they call
Icky
it.
Island expansion.
Yeah.
Which means it's probably just gonna be some another area on the island.
Yeah. Kind of like Well, see, this director's cut is very similar to Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, or Frozen Wilds, where it added an extra area on the map, and you could still go back to the other areas though too. So it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
The fuck's with it.
Apparently they added matchmaking to the dungeons in
oh, that's good. Okay, definitely good return for that, bro. Code Vein, you know they still want fucking top dollar for Code Vein on PlayStation Store. That won't be happening ever. No,
though, but
that game's old. Code Vein, when did that come out? 2019.
I got it on a cheap.
That's 2 years old right now.
I got it on a cheap.
I do know the only game on this list that is marked down is Tales of Cold Steel, and now I believe that's 6, and that's marked down all the way to $47. And then Persona 5 Royal, which is marked down to $26.99. That's 55% off. That's a good deal. Yeah, that's a good deal. Everything else I either own or is in my library, or got like Ni no Kuni 2, still playing through part 1.
Part 2 is not even the same, so it's not the same characters.
Oh, I know. I still like to play part 1 before I move on to another. Plus, I owe it to myself because I wasn't able to beat the game the way I wanted to back in the day. Like something had happened to my PS3 and I had to turn it in and they wiped my save data. So I was tasked with the choice of starting everything over or saying fucking, and I ended up saying tons of games that I was either in the middle of or
JRPG, man. Once you sink a lot of hours and lose that data, bro, it's hard to go back to it.
Yeah. But I'm definitely trying with the remastered version because, you know, that 60 frames per second is really nice on the eyes. It's on there this weekend.
It's 4K too.
Yeah. Yep. Fred, man, what's going on? Hey, Boca Loca, Predman said, "Did you try the DualSense on PC Steam yet?"
Nope.
Hell no.
I just plug in my Xbox controller usually.
Xbox controller's worthy on the PC.
Yeah, that's one thing I think that's a little tricky right there. Now I think about it. We already know haptic feedback. From what I've been hearing, I don't know, but I'm hearing people tell me on PC that if you use the PS5 controller, haptic feedback is fully enabled.
For games that don't naturally support it, how is that even possible?
I don't know. People are telling me that. I don't know. I don't mess around with PC, but people on PC are running around saying that.
You know, I'm gonna try that out on my PC. I got games on my PC.
I don't look. I can't confirm or deny, but that's what people are saying. I was about to say that it will be a tricky situation if you're advertising a game with haptic feedback that's a PlayStation 5 exclusive using the SSD for that game to go to PC 2 years after. Again, this is something I was talking to Craig about. I could possibly see that happening with the. I was talking to Craig, the tech guy, about this on Twitter, and I could possibly see that happening to the last two games on PlayStation 4 that were exclusive, and that would be Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2. But I don't see them doing that with the PS5 games, because that would put out a bad message that this shit can't only be done on this platform. Again, the gimmick, the advertisement for PS5 is haptic feedback only on PS5. Never gonna be able to experience anything that feels like that in the palm of your hand anywhere else, even though you can plug it up to a PC. From what the PC community keeps running around bragging about, and you can experience that same exact joy. And then the SSD, which again, you know, they might be getting faster SSDs, but it really is all dependent on how to develop the game and how the console is developed compared to how any PC in the world might be developed, where it's not developed by Mark Cerny, so it probably still would be impossible to get that type of performance out the way. It's just really confusing. I again, this is what Craig the tech guy says. He doesn't know anything. He's not working in the insider. He doesn't know, but that's what he says. He says that 2-year minimum. I think they need to stay away from a 2-year minimum. The minimum needs to be 4 years, especially since the generation just got started. You don't want to start putting out any type of bad waves that you don't need a console.
And he likes PC. He plays games on his PC.
Yeah.
That's telling you that from a PC standpoint. You see what I'm saying?
I know.
Stay away from the PC at least 2 years.
No.
Put
that shit to 4 years, because see, if you're staying away from the PC,
4 years, stay away from it.
Yeah, I'm putting it to 4 years. Why? Because there's a which one of the Square Enix games has a 2-year timed exclusive deal?
Final Fantasy 16.
Okay, and that's why I'm telling you to stay away from the.
No, it's not 16. It's Forspoken.
Okay. And see, that's what I'm saying. Stay away from 2 years, because you already have a third-party game that you have a 2-year timed exclusive deal on. If you already have the expiration date on when it's going to go to another platform, I feel it will be in your best interest to be honest with the consumer to do that same thing for your exclusives. To say that it's on PS5 for a limited time and then it's going PC at a later date. You should come out day one and say that shit when you start advertising the game, so that nobody is taken by surprise or confused later on. And then let them make their own mind up if they want to stay with console or go to PC. But you shouldn't try to trick anybody if your end goal is to put the game on PC later anyway.
They want the best of both worlds, Jay. They want the best of both worlds. They want the console to sell, and they want the games to sell on the console, but they also want to make games on the make the games sell on PC. That's why they're doing this. They're not
cool.
telling you because
That's
they want
cool,
you
but
to think that
they did a major test with that and it didn't seem to work. So the major test was Horizon being 10 million on PlayStation 4 and then getting over to PC and can't even do half that.
can't even do 1 million. Like honestly.
So I believe everybody say, hey, double dip, it's real. Yeah, I saw double dipping too. The first time was on a console. I saw my brother double dip. I saw him get Elder Scrolls Oblivion on a 360. Then the PS3 came out. He gave me the 360. Then he went out and got the physical edition of Elder Scrolls Oblivion again on a PS3. I've witnessed double dipping for years. But not everybody is like my brother, which is a hardcore gamer. Or was a hardcore gamer. I don't see a lot of people doing that shit.
Damn, my Twitter filled up. What the fuck?
So, hey, all I'm gonna say, we don't see a lot of people doing double dipping for people to say, hey, yeah, they go double dip, they go double dip. Nah, man. Even if the game is good, they find a reasons not to buy that shit. Okay, I think I can confirm this. It seems like only the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima will have Japanese lip sync option. So obviously, the PS5 version of the director's cut is going to do stuff that the PS4 version will not do. Only the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima director's cut will have the Japanese lip syncing option.
Yo, I swear, some of these delusional Xbox niggas, bro. I've never seen it like this before.
Mm.
Yo, I swear this nigga's stupid, bro. I'm not even going. Okay, move on.
What's going on, Games for Eternity? Enzo, how you doing? How you guys doing today? They won't say it because they know it will affect the console sales and the game sales. Exactly. However, that's perfectly alright for you to lie to us in our face because it's only going to take 2 fucking games to go over to PC that were supposed to only be possible on PS5 before people understand. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. What? What happened?
No, I'm just reading something off of Twitter. I got loads of responses, loads of freaking.
Oh, okay.
I don't go on Twitter very much, and when I go on Twitter, I always seem to get lots of responses of freaking retweets and shit like that.
So yeah, they don't have to tell people that they have an expiration date when it comes to PlayStation 5 exclusives, but people will find out as soon as there's 2 incidents where they put a PS5 only exclusive on another platform. Kind of like what happened with Godfall. It's like, we already knew Godfall was in development for the PS4. If you're a hardcore gamer, you probably got that information before the game came out. But they said it was only possible on PS5. And then they ended up
that game was dog shit where it was coming out.
Oh, I've been knew that shit. I stayed far away. I don't know why people kept capping for that game, but I stayed far away from that shit. And then
there were certain people that were capping for it that I'm like, that's how I know it's dog shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, people were like, why you not get why you don't like it? I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, you can go buy that shit. I'm good.
Johnny Nemesis is a freaking.
So yeah, I'm good. But it's gonna be some games, and then it's pretty much gonna tell people they're educated enough to understand. Oh, okay. Well, they're kind of lying about this shit. You know, like I said, I will keep the games going. What's up?
No, I'm just reading tweets. I'm just reading tweets. So this nigga on Twitter said that Sony could never get back to the top tier that they were. Sega knows this. Sega is in bed with Xbox and Microsoft because Sega knows that Sony is a dying company.
It's broke their own sales record this year for software and hardware.
Okay, so let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this. I want to ask.
He came back and said something else too. He said something else too. Here's what he is. Here's a funny thing what he said, right? Because he put a Sony company up against Microsoft company, right? He says that let's face the facts here. Insomniac is a good company, right? But they're not top tier. The problem with Sony is that they could never go up against Playground Games and id Company, right? They said absolutely none of both of these studios is easily better than Insomniac. I'm like, okay.
Okay, Playground Games does Forza Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And id does Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
So it's the look of the game to him as a casual. So because it's a car game and it looks really good, and it's a shooting game and it looks really good, Insomniac can't dream of reaching their caliber of making a game that looks really good.
Yep.
But really what he's saying is Insomniac's not going to make a mature looking game. So they're not on that level.
Apparently not.
That's like breaking down his fucking statement was easy as shit. He's a casual gamer, and if it's a game that's shooting and a game that's racing and they look really good, they're better than the technical expertise of Insomniac. And right there, you know that motherfucker knows nothing about game development. Right there, just broke apart his whole fucking logic. He knows nothing about game development, and that's why Xbox fans are a joke. Racing games, shooting games, that's all we care about. Come on, bro, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't read no more of that shit off because it's all stupid. Don't read it off no more. But long story short, Xbox fans, all you need to do for Xbox fans to make them happy, release a shooting game and release a racing game, and they'd be really, really happy for the rest of the generation. You don't really need any of these smaller games going to Game Pass to make them happy. If they're not racing and they're not shooting,
give them lots of shooting games and lots of racing games, and they'll be straight.
They'll be all right. They'll be straight for months, for years. Be good. Yeah. Did Doom Eternal get ray tracing?
King Thrash responded to him and said, why don't they sell more games than Sony then?"
Ooh, that's a fucking good comeback.
Yo, what the fuck?
That was easy.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if he was even talking about Ratchet and Clank, you could still just pull out Spider-Man, which is a mature looking game and has way more fucking detail than both of those games.
Facts. Why doesn't Forza sell more than Spider-Man?
So fucking easy. God, so easy. Let me see what's up with Spider-Man, because I know they got an update, but I don't know if I have to manually do it or not.
Wait, Spider-Man got an update?
Yeah, they're enhancing the ray tracing in both Spider-Man games, and then they added a 40 frames per second from Ratchet and Clank.
Some of the workhorses, bro. What the heck are they doing over there?
Yeah. So I was gonna tell you that for the TVs that go to 120 gigahertz, they added a 40 frames per second fidelity mode, not 30, 40, and then they made stuff look better and stuff. And it's just, yeah, their workhorses really are.
Yo, they even touched up games that they passed on like me.
Actually, I'm about to head into Spider-Man to check this ray tracing.
Just make this game better for everybody else. Like, yo, damn, bro. Insomniac is something else.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the most generic, casual dude, bro, fucking attack on another studio I've ever heard. Oh, it is better because Doom looks good. Oh, Playground Games is better because Forza looks good. Are you fucking serious?
Apparently,
like there's not a single character model on any one of those games that look better than Miles Morales on the subway right here in front of you. on, bro. I was asking a question to the panel and also to the chat. Did Doom Eternal get ray tracing in the new update?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't know what he's talking about though.
None of their games got ray tracing, bro. None of their games.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about then.
Oh my goodness, bro. None of their games. Not even freaking Forza 5. Yo, that's funny as fuck, bro. Forza 5 don't even have ray tracing, bro. That's funny as fuck. And it's still 4K 30. Shit.
Umar said it got ray tracing, by the way.
What?
Umar said it got ray tracing.
What has ray tracing?
He said Doom Eternal
Eternal.
got ray tracing.
Doom Eternal? Oh, okay.
I will probably download and test that out. This is a lengthy weekend, so I'll probably do it tonight. I'll probably start to download tonight. Huh?
I said you. Oh no, you only got a PS4 version, don't you?
That's I gotta download the PS5 version.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
I
got a
actually
free
might
one.
delete. I don't know what I'm gonna delete though. Probably maybe find a PS5 game.
Did you beat that Final Fantasy integrate?
Oh, actually, they tell me I have 185 gigabytes. Why do I have so much space? I've been taking a lot of videos. What happened? I have a
Videos don't
lot
take up
more free space than I thought. I must
Did
have.
you
Hmm?
No, I'm saying, did you beat integrate?
No, I don't have it on my hard drive.
Well, that DLC needs to be beaten, bro. I'm telling you, it reveals a lot in the end.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get to it. Let's see. Fortnite can get transferred. Ratchet and Clank go stay. Returnal go stay. Spider-Man go stay. Tony Hawk is there, but Fortnite's more than Tony Hawk. Move. PS5. Fortnite's more. Fortnite's about to be more than Sackboy in a little bit. Move this shit off my fucking hard drive. I do my test for Doom Eternal. Possibly. Hold on. What's today? Today's Thursday, right? Okay, so my Doom Eternal test will probably be conducted this weekend, which will be Saturday. And we might not have a Sunday show because it's a holiday, 4th of July. But if anything major happens tomorrow and we don't get to cover all of it tomorrow, we might cover some more shit on Monday, which I'll also be off for.
Okay, that's where these messages are coming from. That's from King Thrash, because I responded to something on King Thrash post.
So, yeah.
That's why that shit is carried on for so long. It's all King Thrash responses to this nigga, bro. Like, what the fuck? This nigga just says Insomniac has been around for 20 years and still can't do physics. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nigga, the coalition? Man, shut the fuck up.
Okay, so if you don't already have Ghost of Tsushima, it's going to cost you $70 for the director's cut. But if you if you already have the PS4 version, it's only going to cost you $30 for the upgrade. So
that's cool. Bad. That's cool.
I don't see it on the store yet, so whenever they put it on the store, I'll go check that out. I have that, and
that's gonna be an easy buy. I take it that's what they're gonna do with Death Stranding director's cut.
It's funny how they saying PlayStation don't support indies, but that's all PlayStation been doing since the beginning of the PS4 generation, supporting indies. They were supporting indies so much they used to call it Indie Station as an insult. So yeah, that's a fucking big ass middle finger. A big fucking middle finger. True Woody, I'm not sure if you know this, but Deathloop, I know you're not picking it up. Deathloop is only 17 gigabytes on the PS5, which means Bethesda Studio did use the Kraken engine, but then again, when it came to Doom Eternal, they refused to use the Kraken engine because they didn't want PlayStation. They don't want PlayStation to look good compared to Xbox in any way, so they didn't use something that they could have used that they already used on another game. Fucking stupid, man. Really just expose themselves. For real. Really expose themselves. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. So, I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to y'all about my controller down there. I need to get one of them charger packs, I guess, for my controller.
What happened?
My controller is about to die again. I should be charging my shit like at night though. That's probably what I need to be.
But don't you have two now?
Two
Let's
controllers?
switch them out.
I don't want to switch. I hate doing it. Nah, man.
What?
Because I got my grips on this one. Every time if I was to do that, I would have to switch my grips. Analog sticks.
Then get grips for the second controller too.
Yeah,
like,
I got 3 controllers now, and I do not like. I don't know how people going. Oh, this one's low. I'll switch it now, bro. Because eventually you gotta run across all your shit slow, and that's probably what's going on with the white one too. Let me see. So they said they increased the ray tracing for Spider-Man and PS4, and they also increased quality of ray tracing for Morales. Honestly, see that is true. It is not as fuzzy as it used to be. Pretty good, solid image. Not as, what I'm seeing is not as quality as real image, but not bad. Not bad at all. I still believe Ratchet & Clank has way better ray tracing than Spider-Man Miles Morales, which means I cannot wait to see what Spider-Man 2 ray tracing looks like.
Oh yeah, because I'm more likely will be PS5 only.
And that right there is the difference, people. Yes, you can have a cross-platform game with ray tracing and this and that, but a game that's only on PS5,
yeah, you can't do too much. You can't do too much with a cross-gen game.
Looks great. Don't get me wrong. It has ray tracing, 60 frames per second. Love it. Another game. God damn, this fucking game. Fucking still fun. Beautiful. Just imagine if you're on the Xbox and you're never gonna get to play a good Spider-Man game ever again. That's way more painful than missing out on Starfield. You're never gonna get to swing around New York City. Ever. Oh shit, I fell.
They'll be like, who cares about New York anyways?
Oh. Let me read off this. This is referring to Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. This is an update for Ghost of Tsushima Legends, the multiplayer. Finally, for Ghost of Tsushima Legends fans, we will also be releasing some new updates, including a all-new mode that we're excited to detail in the weeks to come. All Ghost of Tsushima Legends updates will be available at no additional charge to owners of any version of Ghost of Tsushima on either platform. It looks like they're going to be introducing some new fucking elements. That means they're going to expand upon a multiplayer experience that we already got. And we were just talking about the amount of multiplayer games PS4 had over Xbox.
I'm happy. You know what I thought they should have done, Jay? Let's be honest. You know what I thought they should have done, Jay? They should have made the multiplayer open world and with like the main game,
like co-op, running through the area together.
Yep, exactly.
I agree.
Not like a hub mission.
So I see my boy Dark Link here. He said we might be getting that 1v1. I would love a versus mode.
Oh shit, yes.
I would really love a competitive versus mode on Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. See what all these niggas, if they can actually fight for real.
Yeah, I would.
See if I
would
can kill you in one. If I can kill you in one hit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
That's really interesting.
Can I kill you in one shot, Jay?
Possibly.
Can I cut your gaming armor? No, a competitive multiplayer would be dope.
Yeah, it would. So again, bro, I haven't really got far in Doom Eternal, so I don't think it'll really fuck with me, but it is kind of fucked up. You can't, there's no save progression for the PS5.
Hey, they said there's ray tracing in it. Let's see.
But again, the PS5 upgrade is 100% free. Something that Xbox said they were going to do and PlayStation wasn't. But depending on a game-by-game basis, PlayStation has been giving out free updates for PS5 versions, so not bad. But
Yeah, that's a Microsoft that they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll hold their end of the bargain, which I don't see why they even need to. It's their company now.
Hey, exactly.
Basically what they'll do, they'll play nuts when they want to.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh boy, I'm fucking excited for whatever the fuck's gonna happen tomorrow. Like I said, a crazy week. A really, really crazy fucking week.
I'm gonna be at work, so if anything,
there's one cell phone game I really like, and that cell phone game is Marvel Future Revolution. It looks really good, but it still is a cell
Marvel
phone
what?
game. It's a game called Marvel Future Revolution. Looks pretty dope.
All these phone games look good, but the fact of the matter is, they are still freaking a phone game.
Yeah,
I can't play my games on the phone.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, that phone, the more games you play on that phone, the phone will get boiling hot, and I hate that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Cause I had my other phone, like the one that with the screen that fucked up. That shit's a really, really advanced phone, and yeah, that shit got hot. That shit got.
Yep.
Oh, that is nice. So we got new advancements coming to multiplayer. We got the Icky Island expansion. Yeah, and this is what they're calling it. They're calling it Ghost of Tsushima Icky Island. Huh?
Is it already on the PlayStation Store?
No. No. There is.
They'll probably save it for the. They'll probably
No,
save
I'm
it
just
for
reading off the stuff on this picture, but I'm gonna put it in the red alerts so you can go take a look. I'm gonna put it in the red alerts real quick. So you can see what I was off. But I guess they will probably put it in a PlayStation Store by the end of the day. Why they would be making anybody wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I put it in the red alerts. You can go check that out. It's really interesting to see the way PlayStation moving this week. I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really interesting.
Can I ask something, Jim? Before I actually like search for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What has Nix's made exactly?
They haven't made anything by themselves. They ported a lot of games to PC.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, they've a lot of their games they've worked on was Tomb Raider, and then second to that is Hitman's and what is it? Not Blood Rain. What the fuck, bro? I just had that fucking game in my head.
They getting old.
Yeah, I know. Everybody getting old. What was the fucking Soul Reaver? Remember Soul Reaver on PS1?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made they did some ports for Soul Reaver on the PS3 or PS2, something like that. So Soul Reaver, Hitman, Deoxys, and then a lot of Tomb Raider games. Anywhere from 3D Tomb Raider games to the top-down Tomb Raider games to cell phone ones, yeah, all of that. So they did a lot of most of their library is Tomb Raider ports. Yeah, most of the library.
Wow. So I'm just looking through the red alerts, bro.
Yeah.
They too about to make some realistic looking games then.
Oh yes. Fuck. Thank you. Shit. Let's go get that red alert out the way. I had something to do earlier. Let me read that. Huh?
You didn't talk about that.
No, I've just been all over the place, bro. Like it's some stuff I had to deal with at the house, and it's like no. Okay, so that was a major red alert, and we never got to it. We're getting to it now. Take-Two, the people that make Grand Theft Auto, they have acquired the facial animation studio behind Avengers Endgame. They also worked on one of those series I watched on Netflix where I told you, True Witty, that was really, really good 3-dimensional animations in there. And that is that was the Netflix series that is called, there it is, Love, Death, Robots. And that whole series is about 3-dimensional like short stories. Like short stories that are like CGI and shit. But some of the stories, they didn't always look realistic. Some of them had different art styles. And I talked to my boy Yella, and I was like, bro, they could apply this to some video games if they bought the people. If anybody did. And I said this maybe a month ago now. And guess what? Somebody bought them. So this is a big acquisition. People might not understand how big this is. This is big. When you talk about Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto is going to look really good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, Grand Theft Auto going to have some realistic faces.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's tough.
So if anybody wanted to look over that information, I'm gonna put that link in the chat. But again, this is big news when it comes to confirming that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna look really.
Yeah, that already tells you that they're working on Grand Theft Auto 6, because the fact of the matter is, you ain't gonna buy this for Grand Theft Auto 5. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's almost a confirmation as in itself. But hey,
There you go. There's the link.
that's almost a confirmation in itself that GTA 6 is in the works.
Exactly. Surgeon is right, bro. Like PlayStation's smart about getting that information out there and shutting up the other guy. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be big. It doesn't even have to be beneficial or good for gamers. Like for us, like buying a studio that does PC ports. I mean, it was just another studio this morning until gamers educated themselves on what this means or possibly could mean. But it's still news. It's still dominating the news cycle. Then, okay, that's not good. Well, we see you guys don't like that. Let's bring out Ghost of Tsushima. And that's how they ended the day. They talked about Ghost of Tsushima. They knew y'all wanted exclusives. They showed off an exclusive, and that's how you do it.
Right? Here's the thing, right? I'm annoyed that they put games on PC, but I can't stop them. And at this point, I don't even give a shit anymore. But the thing is, if you want to make any game you put on PC worthwhile, get a studio that knows how to port games to PC.
Right, Cedar. I just read your message, and yeah, you're 100% right. But I do hope that over the next 2 years, most games are just only on PS5. So I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want none of that. So I understand that Spider-Man Miles Morales is years beyond the ray tracing that we saw on Watch Dogs Legion from Ubisoft, but it could have been better if it was only on PS5.
Did you just say years behind?
It's years beyond. Spider-Man is years beyond Watch Dogs, and it's true. They are years beyond Watch Dogs. But what? I believe.
Watch Dogs.
Huh?
I said Watch Dogs ray tracing is it just glosses everything, even the streets. Like streets looks like freaking windows, bro. Like that's not very good.
But I I got a PS5 now, and I know like what PS5 only games look like. Spider-Man's a great looking game, bro. I'm running the PS5 version. It looks amazing, but the ray tracing I got in Ratchet and Clank versus Miles Morales is completely different. Like everything has good attention to detail in the reflections on Ratchet and Clank. And the character looks great. And the bystanders and the AI characters, they look great in the reflections, but not the objects. So I don't know if they'll ever be able to fix it. I know they're tweaking it, and they're tweaking this, and they're giving us these updates for free. So they're doing good. But I can't wait to see the next Spider-Man that's only on PS5. If they do that. Spider-Man's big. Spider-Man's big. I could see them making a cross-platform, but I hope they don't.
You know, I want them to do a Spider-Verse game. Honestly. I really want them to do a Spider-Verse game. Into the Spider-Verse, where they get all the Peters together.
They can do that, and I don't think they should though. But they can do that, and if they did do it, I would buy it day one, and I would play it a lot with you guys, like multiplayer and co-op. But I don't think they're going to do that because they don't want to seem like they're a Spider-Man movie tie-in. So because there's already a Into the Spider-Verse movie franchise out there by Sony, then if there was a game that was created based off of that concept, that it would probably be handled by somebody else. Because if Insomniac was to handle it, it would be like, hey, we're not making our own Spider-Man, we're just making a movie tie-in. And I know PlayStation don't.
Not literally a Spider-Verse. Like, I mean, like them doing like with the riffs and stuff like that, like they did in Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, opening up to different dimensions in Spider-Man. Like like one of the villains that they're going up against causes shit like that. It will almost seem like they're following what Ratchet and Clank did. That's what I'm saying.
I could see them doing that after they finish the Venom
Part
story.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, part
After the Venom story, because there's nothing that we've seen so far in Miles Morales or Spider-Man PS4 remaster or the original version that would lead us to believe that they're gonna do any type of time traveling or portals yet. But we do know they're
No.
going after the Venom story, and possibly after the Venom story, they might try to dive into that concept. But they have to finish the Venom story first for them to like go into something like that. But don't worry, they're still gonna they're gonna have multiplayer as Sunset Overdrive. Yeah,
I know.
yeah, Sunset Overdrive, Resistance when they bring it back. I mean, the possibilities are endless for them because they already have a very deep multiplayer background. They just haven't really been able to show it off in the last the last generation. But I think that's gonna change. I think that's gonna change. I'm really excited to see what's next. What's the next announcement? What's the next game being shown off? Gameplay. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I can't fucking wait. Oh my god, I'm just looking at the hype on PlayStation. Like the hype on for the PlayStation community on Twitter is just out there, man. Just smacking the Xbox fans, smacking them. Love it. Love seeing that shit. Yeah, you're right. Though, True Woody, Insomniac never stops working, man.
No, they don't. It's
They never
nuts.
stop working. Ah, damn, they always updating something crazy, man. Okay. Well, that's it for today's show. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow at all, but we will be here tomorrow.
Well, I do hope they reveal the PlayStation event
Yeah,
because we are on the 1st of July. Sorry, it's not June. June just passed.
especially if the
Right.
PlayStation event is next Friday, they should definitely announce it tomorrow. But they're getting some shit out the way. I will say that they're getting acquisition announcements out the way that they could have held for the event. So the event is gonna be, the event's gonna be new games, and the event's gonna be gameplay. You got two acquisitions out the way. You got a game that we already knew out the way, which you could have just waited to show at the event. So that means you clearing up space.
That means that Knicks thing acquisition that they have, they already had that labeled out on everything, because you got to realize acquisitions take months and probably at least a year to finalize.
True.
Bruh.
Yeah, when I went back, I think I misspoke yesterday. The deal between House Marquee has been in the works since 2020, not 2021. The development of Returnal put the acquisitions on hold, and then after Returnal did good, they followed up and they acquired them. They finalized it. I don't know what. No, never mind. That's a false statement. They brought Knicks because of their expertise in porting games, so that's why they brought them. They didn't buy them for they haven't proven themselves with like an exclusive game yet, but they have brought them because of their experience.
But the thing is, Sony looks like they wanted to do this for a long time and getting a studio to do it. They've obviously thought about this a long time ahead of time. So they've been working on this acquisition for at least a year. They've been going around looking to acquire people for a while now. We don't know who they've approached yet. So, shit, we only know they approached Bluepoint. Now they've approached Knicks and House Marquee. We don't know who else apart from Bluepoint that they've already approached.
Yeah.
People still want them to acquire Remedy, and they have a partnership with Remedy. Funny enough,
Yeah, but the next game that they're doing is what is it? What is Remedy's next?
it's a PS5 exclusive. Remedy?
No, it's a multiplayer spin-off of Control and on all platforms. That's their next project. So I don't know. I mean, they just picked up a studio that did nothing but PC ports of multi-platform games anyway. So who knows? They might just pick up a multi-platform developer. We'll see in the future. But guys, I gotta get ready to go to work. I hope everybody has a great Thursday. We will be back here on time tomorrow. I will be able to be contacted on Twitter and Discord and the usual places. I will start the download process of Doom Eternal